Good evening, everyone. We are back here 19 minutes past the hour for you news at 4. The devastation from the Halong storm continues to unfold, and really the stories that are emerging from western Alaska are heart-wrenching. We're going to go now back to Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry. Melissa, you've been in Nome here the last few days, and really boots on the ground for us. We've also been hearing from the folks. We've been getting those pictures and videos in, but from your experience here in the last few days, what was this like for you, and what are you hearing from folks now that the storm has kind of started to pass by?
Yeah, here in Nome, you definitely felt the energy change once the storm was gone, and they were just breathing that sigh of relief that it wasn't a Meerbach for them. It was not, again, a catastrophic situation like what we are seeing here just to the south. So I think folks here are, of course, thankful that that storm did push a little bit further east than originally forecasted, and conditions were better for them, even though we did see those 55-plus mile-per-hour winds here and some coastal storm surge. But we have just heard from so many people, both here in Nome and further south. Alaskans are connected and have family and friends across the state. So there are people here in Nome who could not get a hold of friends and family in Kipnuk and Kwigillingok for close to 24 hours. Just a scary situation, not knowing that they were okay. And as we're starting to get those videos in, again, of people's homes floating downriver, I talked with 2 people today who described what that experience was like, and it's just unimaginable. It was a difficult conversation to even hear what they went through. They described being in their home, water rising, and then before they knew it, really quickly, they were floating. And, we hear about homes flooding. We hear about high water and wind damage, all of that. You don't hear about homes floating very often, especially the number of homes that experienced that here over the past 24 hours. So people floating anywhere from half of a mile to more than 5 miles downriver. Some weren't even on the water. So, again, just all of a sudden they're floating. And then once they eventually got to dry ground, they still had to be evacuated. One gentleman had to climb out a window. One person had a wheelchair, child in a wheelchair, and they couldn't get out without a boat coming in, a Coast Guard coming in to get people out, and a number of people taken to Bethel for medical attention. And I just got off the phone a couple hours ago from someone who said they're still waiting for Coast Guard in their community, waiting for more people that are trying to get out. They don't have power. Water is questionable in some areas. So there's just a lot of needs, Ariane, and we are gathering that information, those videos, those stories. We'll have those for you coming up here through the night. So stay with us here on Alaska's News Source coming up at 5. We will hear more of those stories. But again, Ariane, here in Nome, I mentioned it earlier. We just keep saying what a difference 24 hours has made. I mean, first, you can see beautiful sunshine, pretty typical day here in Nome at this point. But again, such a difference from 24 hours ago. So many people, though, have their hearts with those folks down south.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much for that recount. We certainly are thinking about folks in western Alaska. Of course, we'll have that survivor story coming up tonight at 5.